Very good evening and welcome to your evening restoration yoga. My name is Craig and welcome to Craig's Yoga and Meditation channel on YouTube. Bringing your hands to your heart center and rocking your feet from front to back and closing down your eyes. Maybe your thumbs touching the sternum. And breathing in and breathing out. So welcoming a nice deep breath in through the nose as you sign out through the mouth. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in through the nose. Sign out through the mouth. One more delicious breath. Breathe in through the nose. Sign out through the mouth. So bringing awareness into your physical body, your mental body, emotional and spiritual body. Letting go of all the events that has happened during the day and all the events that are yet to come. Just letting them all go. And just spending this 20 minutes of your time just for yourself. In this practice, we will bring our attention to releasing anything that we're holding on to, especially at night. When we want to have a good night rest, sometimes we are holding on to tension and worries that are carried on from the day into our night. We just want to ask permission to release all that we hold physically, emotionally, and mentally in our body. And just unwinding, letting everything that does not serve us leave our mind and body. And so we come into this beautiful restoration at night, just to relax and unwind. And bringing your attention back into the present moment as we bring our hands now to the eyebrow center and then into a high prayer. And stretch, look up, inhale, exhale as we swan dive, as we do a forward fold, bringing our head down, bringing our hands down to the mat. Maybe your feet hip distance apart. Maybe you bend your knees. Maybe you bend one foot followed by the other. And then dropping the crown of your head down to the mat. Just walking your feet out, stretching the back of your calf muscles, your glutes. And then with the next inhalation, bringing your hands to the heart center, unwinding gently, bringing the hands back up to the eyebrow center, high breath. And then swan diving for the second round. Fold from your pelvis. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Walk your feet out. Maybe try and drop your head down to the mat. And the next inhalation, bringing your hands back on up to the heart center, eyebrow center. And then to a high prayer again. Then swan dive for the third time. Fold from the pelvis. Drop your head down to the mat. Bring your attention once again, releasing anything that you're holding on during the day. Letting go of any thoughts that do not serve you. And just releasing mentally and physically. And as you bring your hands back on up to your heart center, hydro center, high prayer. This time coming into a lateral stretch. I'll mirror image you this time. So as we inhale, extend your hand up. And exhale, we do a lateral stretch, dropping to your right hand side. Maybe your gaze up to the ceiling. Feel that beautiful stretch on the intercostal muscles, your side ribs. Inhale as you come back on up. Exhale, let's move to the other side on the left hand side. Inhale. Exhale, one deep breath coming back on up to center. Inhale, hands to the heart center. And then to the sides of the body, coming into Tadasana, which is your mountain pose. Lifting up to on your toes, back on your heels, swaying from side to side, front and back. Feet firmly onto the mat in your footlock, lifting your knees, the arches, maybe holding to your abdominal lock, and then to your chin lock. Then bringing your hands to the sides of the body, dropping your chin down, lengthening the back of your neck. Standing up nice and tall, lifting your head back, stacking your head over your heart, heart over your pelvis. And from here we'll come into Garudasana, which is the eagle pose. So bringing your left arm under your right, interlacing your hands, maybe your hands, palms trying to touch one another or fingers interlaced. And then lifting up your elbow, lifting up your chin. Inhale. Exhale as you fold from your hips. Bring your gaze down. Maybe bend your knee. Drop your head down to the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. As you come back on up, lifting your gaze, lifting your elbows in line with your shoulders. Chin lifted to the ceiling. Exhale, coming back to center, unraveling your hands and bringing them back to the side of the body. And now let's do this on the other side. So bringing your right arm under your left, interlace your hands, bringing your fingers to meet, and then lifting up your elbow, lifting up your gaze. Inhale. Exhale as you forward fold. Drop all the way down to the mat. Drop your head down to the mat. Maybe bend your knee. And bring your awareness back into your breath. Once again, asking for some release. Maybe some areas of your body you're holding on to an emotion. Maybe some tension or worries. And just asking for a release and letting all that does not serve you to leave your body as you lift on up, elbows coming back on up to the ceiling, gaze on up. Inhale, exhale as you unravel your hands, bring them to the side of the body. Now from here, coming down onto your knees into a cat-cow. So bring your hands under your elbow under your shoulder, maybe your knees mat width, toes touching one another. Inhale, exhale as you come into an extended child's pose. So drop your hips down to your heels and walk your hands forward in an extended child's pose. Drop your head down to the mat. Feel the beautiful stretch in your lumbar spine. Inhale, exhale as you come back on up. Exhale. Nice long spine here. Come back into your tabletop. Inhale as you bring your left hand to the center of the mat. Inhale as you lift your right hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, drop your hand under your left arm. Drop your shoulder, drop your head down to the mat. Extend your left hand to the front. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale as you bring your hand back, and then extend your right hand up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, bringing your hands down to the mat. And let's do this on the other side. So right hand in the center of the mat. Inhale, lift your left hand up to the ceiling. Exhale, thread the needle, drop your left hand under your right. Maybe your shoulder down to the mat, your head down to the mat. Extend your right hand to the front. With a beautiful stretch in your shoulder, upper arms. Square your hips. And bring your awareness back into your breath. With this beautiful, nourishing stretch. As you prepare for night, prepare for your sleep. Inhale, bring the hand back under your shoulder. Exhale, lift the left hand back on up to the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the hand back down to the mat. And then coming back into your extended child's pose. So dropping your hips down to your heels. Maybe this time bringing your bolster or a cushion or a pillow in between your legs. And then extending yourself down, bringing your head down to the bolster. And just dropping your heart, the chest on the bolster. This is very comfortable. I can just fall asleep here. Or lie down here. Maybe moving your head from side to side. Bringing your head to the other side of your mat, of your bolster. And then lifting on up. Coming into Vajrasana. Bringing your bolster to the side. And bringing your hands on to the back of your knees. Vajrasana, the thunderbolt pose, brings about the vagal tone connection, a connection between your gut and your brain. And it's perfect during bedtime that sometimes when you are all stressed and worried and you had a bad day, our vagal tone gets depleted and tired. So this pose of Vajrasana activates our vagal tone, brings back connection, restoration in the body, and brings about a sense of calm and relaxation as well. Inhaling, exhaling. Taking another deep breath in here as we bring ourselves down onto the mat. So coming into a seat. And then dropping ourselves down onto the mat. Maybe feet hip distance apart. Come into a boat pose. As we lift our hands on up, as we sit tall, inhale. As we lower down with a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Hold through your abdominal lock. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And all the way. As you lower down, bring in your knees into your chest. Give yourself a bit of a hug here. Inhale. Exhale as you hold on to your left knee. Extend your right foot long. Maybe just float the feet off the mat. Inhale as you bring your right foot in. Extend your left foot out long. Feel that beautiful stretch. Inhale as you come back on up. Bring your knees back to your chest again. And then bring your feet down to the mat. Now we come into a bridge pose here, where we bring our hands alongside the body. Maybe your palms facing down on the mat. Chin reaching towards your chest, sending your neck out long. Head doesn't move from here. Knees hip distance apart or maybe mat width. And as you inhale, we raise the hips up towards the sky, lifting up our pelvis. Maybe just bow our knees. Inhale. You may want to bring your hands interlaced under your back, maybe your pinkies for support on the mat. Inhale as you lift your hips up higher. Exhale. Beautiful, nourishing back bend here. Inhale. Exhale as you unwind gently and slowly. Maybe interlace your fingers and bring your hands to the sides of the body. And dropping one vertebra at a time. And then knocking your knees from one side to the other, like a windscreen wipe. Just feeling the beautiful stretch in your hips. And then sending your feet out long to the mat. And coming into your resting pose of Shavasana. Just closing down your eyes, maybe your palms towards the sky. And let your feet fall towards the sides of the mat. And just letting go of everything. Letting go of your locks, your bandhas, the ujjayi breath. And just relaxing on the mat. Then finding some moment in your fingers and your toes. Maybe giving yourselves a nice big stretch. And then hands alongside the body. Maybe moving to your favorite side, left hand side for low blood pressure, or right hand side for high blood pressure. Placing your hand under your face, maybe giving yourself a few blinks. And then with your free hand, pushing yourself back on up to a seated posture. I think I'm ready for bed now after this practice. And I hope you are too. And so let's close, bringing our hands to our heart center. bowing to our energy that we have given ourselves for this practice, and bringing our attention to releasing anything that we are holding on to, and relaxing into the evening with a free and open mind. Thank you once again, and if you like this practice, do like and subscribe. Thank you. Namaste.